I've always built walls around my heart, keeping others at a distance, but somehow you found a way in. With every conversation, every glance, you break down the barriers I've worked so hard to build. And for the first time in a long time, I'm not afraid to let someone get close. I never imagined I could let anyone inside my fortress of solitude, but then you came along, and now it feels as though my walls are crumbling with every word you say, every smile you give. I've spent my entire life protecting myself, keeping everyone at arm's length, afraid of getting hurt. But with you, something feels different. Your presence makes me feel safe, and for the first time, I'm willing to risk it all. I always thought I had control over my emotions, but with you, it's like the floodgates are opening, and I can't stop the feelings from pouring in. I never let anyone get this close, but here you are, breaking down walls I never thought would come down. For so long I kept my heart hidden, locked away behind layers of fear and distrust. But with you, it feels like every layer is peeling away, revealing a part of me I didn't know was capable of loving so deeply. I never let anyone get this close, always afraid that letting someone in would make me vulnerable. But you've made me realize that vulnerability isn't weakness, it's strength. And I'm ready to be strong enough to let you in. The walls I've built around myself were meant to keep me safe, but you've somehow found a way to slip through the cracks. And now I'm discovering a new kind of safety, one that comes from being open and letting you into my world. I've always kept my distance, afraid of what might happen if I let someone in. But with you, the fear fades away, and I find myself wondering what life would be like if I let go of my walls completely. For years, I've held onto my walls like armor, convinced that keeping people out was the only way to protect my heart. But with you, I can't help but wonder if maybe I've been protecting myself from the wrong things all along. I've spent so much time building walls around my heart, convinced they would keep me safe. But with every passing day, I'm realizing that the real danger is keeping people out when what I truly need is to let them in. It's strange how someone can come into your life and without even trying, make you feel more alive than you ever thought possible. You've broken down the walls I never thought I'd let anyone near, and now I find myself wondering what comes next. I never let anyone get this close, but with you, it feels like I've found a place where my walls can finally come down. You've shown me that letting go doesn't mean losing control, it means gaining a deeper connection. I've spent years keeping people at a distance, telling myself that no one could understand the real me, but somehow you've managed to see past the walls I've built and into the person I've been hiding all along. With you, I've learned that letting someone close doesn't mean giving up control. It means finding a deeper sense of peace. Your presence breaks down the walls I've held so tightly, and I'm beginning to feel something I never thought possible: trust. The walls I built around myself were my way of protecting my heart, but with you, it feels like those walls are slowly crumbling. I never thought I'd let anyone in this far, but with you, it feels like the only thing left to do is to surrender to what we have. I've always feared getting too close to someone, afraid that opening up would leave me exposed. But with you, I feel something different, a sense of warmth and security that makes it easier to let go of the walls I've built for so long. There's a strange kind of beauty in letting someone close enough to see your flaws and imperfections. With you, I feel like I'm no longer hiding behind the walls I once thought were necessary for my protection. It's amazing how someone can walk into your life and, without saying a word, begin to tear down the walls you've spent years building. With you, I feel like it's okay to be vulnerable, to let my guard down, and to simply be myself. I never realized how heavy the walls around my heart were until you came into my life. With every passing day, it feels like the weight is lifting, and for the first time, I'm starting to believe that letting someone in might be the greatest gift I can give myself. There's something freeing about allowing someone to see the real you, the parts that you've hidden behind walls for so long. With you, I feel like I'm finally breaking free from the chains I've held on to for years. I've always been afraid to let anyone get too close, afraid of being hurt or disappointed. But with you, I feel safe in a way I never thought possible. And I'm beginning to realize that maybe letting go of my walls isn't as scary as I once believed.